Welcome to the Sean Geek.
And Fast Fred
Like how you,
podcast.
I love how you delay. It's like, oh, just wait a minute. Mr. Sexy Voice is coming on. Just hang on. There's anticipation.
Wait,
Here it comes.
wait.
Todd, you haven't said my favorite word in a long time.
Your favorite word?
Yeah. Well, it's the way when you say it. The one we were supposed to make a T-shirt for, which we haven't done yet.
Juicy. No.
Desire.
Moist.
Moist.
Oh, yeah. Desire. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. God, that's like probably over a year.
We got to start making some shirts. We need to make more shirts. We only have like so many designs. We need more.
Okay. Definitely.
But anyway, so I've had a bad week. I've actually had a bad day. It all happened in one day. But we have a guest here, so we're all going to rant together, and this gentleman's probably going to provide some consoling or something, or I'm going to go fuck myself. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know.
probably. My filter's pretty broken.
Anyway, we have young friend. I don't know, Brian, back home.
From back home,
Back home, Brian.
going back to
80s.
yeah.
70s.
I had to think about it because I graduated in high school in 1990. So
1990.
oh
I graduated 1989. Yeah, that's right. Because
yeah.
we're a year apart.
Oh man, I suddenly feel very old.
You feel old.
Yeah,
Well,
Todd's
you're not that.
older than both of us.
Mine was
You're not
86.
that. No, it couldn't have been 86.
Yeah.
You were in high school when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Are we only there 1 year together?
It's possible. It's possible.
Oh yeah, because you graduated there, Todd.
Well,
I didn't. I actually.
I'm 57 now. Yeah, no, I graduated there and then I stayed for a year, grabbed some more courses for university entrance, and I didn't bother going to university. Just started working at Boeing Aerospace when I moved to Winnipeg, and thought I had the world by the balls, and then the balls turned around and kicked me in the
Kicked you in the taint.
world,
Yeah,
kicked me in the world, but the world turned around and kicked me in the nuts. So I said, "Oh, guess what? You got to start over." So it's
I've
fun.
done that 5 times.
Yeah.
What, kicked yourself in the taint?
No, start over.
Oh.
5 careers.
That
It's time.
okay? That is it. I don't know if you want to talk about that kind of stuff. Or not. It's up to you. But I think it's fascinating because how many starting with Todd? How many careers have you had, Todd?
Careers?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, jobs. I worked at the co-op. I don't know. That's not really a career as a bag boy in Shediac. And then from there, when I moved to Winnipeg, it was Boeing Aerospace.
No, that was a career job.
It could have became a career. I did a lot of traveling and stuff, which was great. That was probably the best part of the job. And now I work at the hospital, and I've been there for 30 years. So I guess that would be my career.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
I would
career
say
jobs.
two career jobs.
Yeah.
You don't consider the bag boy a career job?
Pocket money, gas money. Not really a career. Nothing you can live on.
I'm going to tell you, Todd, right now, there's a song by the Pixies called Bag Boy. I'm going to have that ready for the next episode. So that'll be your theme music every time we go in.
Just follow with what you're going to do, and they come for you. No. Bag boy. No. Okay.
I've had a lot of stuff for sure. But I've had two that kind of went side by side and kept flipping from one to the other back and forth for like the last 25 years. But Brian,
Yeah.
yours have been interesting.
5 emergency services careers in 33 years.
Wow.
Well, I shouldn't. 4. I count the first one, but that was volunteer work. But I was putting in more than 40 hours a week as a volunteer. So
That's a lot of volunteering.
Yeah.
You got to like it when you're volunteering that much.
Yeah, it got me out of school.
Oh, well.
I mean, what do you mean? What? So you
An
didn't have?
exam.
So you didn't have to go to school? Like that's what you
No,
mean by you out of school, or?
I'd carry the pager to school, and the pager would go off, and I'd be like, "Oh, got a call, got to go."
And they would allow that?
Interesting.
They'd allow that, yeah.
Shit.
Raymond Cormier. Everybody remember Raymond Cormier?
Yeah, Alger's principal.
Alger, yeah, he was the
Big
principal
guy.
when I was there. Big guy, yeah.
Big guy. Yeah. I said, how did he get so big? He said, you drink that carnation milk. That's when he was working out stuff. He was drinking the carnation milk, and that's what got him so big.
Yeah, he said he was the principal and said, "Yeah, I think it's great that someone your age is helping out in the community in such a way."
Wow.
So,
I try to get that with work where they're like, I gotta go home. My kid's calling, and they're like, "Isn't that your wife's job?"
wow.
That doesn't go over big.
Wow.
I took pat leave at one of my jobs, and I took it with the first kid, and they're like, "Oh, you're taking paternity leave?" I said, "Yeah." Oh, okay. And then when Sylvia was pregnant the second time, and I hadn't told anybody really, I just told a couple of people at work, but then it got back to management that Sylvia was pregnant, and that's when they let me go. Like,
Wow,
he's going to ask for pat leave again.
You could have had a human rights complaint.
They
Get rid of you before.
they hid it under other things. I hadn't even asked her anything yet, so it was sort of more like, all right, let's see what we can trump up, and they trumped up some stuff.
I would have still rolled the human rights dice.
But I was actually looking for another job at the time, so it was one of those. Oh, you're going to give me how much money to shut the fuck up and not say anything about what happened?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go get another fucking job, which I did. Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of a. I don't care what anybody says. If like labor board and all that stuff, we have all these rules and privileges as Canadians that we're allowed to take, things we're allowed to do, sick days, bereavement days, all those sorts of things. But every employer is like, I know those are the rules. We're gonna play loose with that. A lot of companies like, this fucking costs me money, so you do too much of that, I'm just gonna find a reason to get rid of you. It's kind of the way things are.
Oh yeah. When I was working for the dispatch, the ambulance dispatch in the province of New Brunswick, we weren't unionized.
What?
And yeah, at the beginning we weren't unionized.
Holy shit. Okay.
And they would just be like, one day they'd say, "Oh, this is the rule we're following," and then the next day they'd be like, "No, we decided to change our mind. We're doing this now." And we took the province of New Brunswick as our employer to labor board court.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What happened?
It was interesting. Labor board court. We got a judgment in our favor, obviously, and yeah, we were deemed a unionized facility or employees, and the government got a lashing by the judge for the way that we had been treated over, I think, 3-4 years before we got.
I would have loved to have watched that.
It was impressive, actually. That was the first time I was ever in a courtroom, was the labor action against the province of New Brunswick.
Wow.
So what prompts this? Like nowadays, I mean, if you work for a government agency, usually they're not so, well, maybe New Brunswick's a little different, but here it's like, it's not their money. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I can't see why it wasn't coming out of a person's pocket that worked there, because it was a government agency, correct? Like, was there just one person there that was just a totally ass that went like, you know what? No, we're not paying you. I'm just going to be a dick.
And it was nothing about being paid. It was about the way the rules of the center were applied to one person was not the same way they were applied to another person.
Okay, so this was internal.
Yeah, it was
How people are
internal.
managing internal. Okay.
And then when we started talking about unionizing, they were like, "Oh, you can't unionize. We'll just fire the lot of you."
Yeah.
Because we were
their
just
go-to.
Yeah, it's typical government tactics, right? Because
Oh
we
yeah,
were just
play hardball.
yeah. I mean, we were paid a good salary to do a hard job, and but one person could walk into the office and be like, "I want tomorrow off," and get it. And the next person would walk into the office and say, "Can I get tomorrow off too?" And they'd be like, "No, you can't get time off."
Yeah.
So that's where I mean, I'm not.
Favoritism.
Yeah, there's a lot of favoritism. I'm not a union lover by any means, but I'm also not an employer lover either.
Well, being in the union and not in union, the union has their place, but a lot of times they will try and push the envelope where, you know what, why don't you guys like just play fair in the sandbox instead of saying, well, I want this or I want that, and I'm going to try to get as much as I can here and just make it fair and just do it that way. I mean, they have their place. I mean, because I know the companies will take advantage, like you said.
They will.
You know, if they can do it, they'll do it, and they'll keep doing it. So the union's good that way, but then the union kind of sometimes steps too far, and they go the other way. So yeah.
Oh yes, and I've been in good unions and I've been in bad unions. I remember when I was working as a medic. I was non-unionized because I was a casual employee. So no union rights are entitled to casual employees, and basically threatened by the union when they were going on strike that if you show up to work, you won't find your car when you get back because it'll be a smoldering pile of garbage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a lover of unions, but they serve a purpose. They definitely have a purpose, because without unions, employees would be trampled on. But with unions, the trampling is not as hard as often.
Some of the trampling is more related to the union doing the trampling. You know,
And
like
that's a bad union, yeah.
And I've been on the bad end of a really bad union twice. Well, no, twice, I guess. One was the Teamsters union, and in both cases, I was not in the union myself, so that was the problem. So
yeah,
if there's a union and there's a not union employees, the people that are not in the union can get shit on freely, usually disproportionately, because, well, who's going to fucking protect you?
Exactly. That's how it was when I first started working for the ambulance service. I was a non-union employee in a union environment. So when things went sideways in a call, for example, and you were with a union employee and me, guess who got the shit?
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
Always the one not wearing the condom, the unprotected one.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to hand out an STD here today, so we've decided that someone's getting fucked and someone's fucking.
Yeah.
Wow.
We started off on a great foot here.
So I haven't had here's my rant. So it hasn't been a good day. So the last thing that happened was apparently Abby's had homework every day, and every time she comes home, hey, homework? Is there anything in your backpack? That sort of thing. And no. I always do my homework at school on my breaks and whatever. Like, okay. So then she's trying to log into our computer. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you logging into? well, I gotta log into school. I'm like, okay, you've never done that before. Like, why? Like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Can you help me log into school? Like, we've never logged into school ever. Like, this is like, what are you talking about? Like, we can log into school?
Do you have a sheet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she doesn't know how to do it. So we spent like, well, that's why it's so late getting started here. We spent 20 minutes just trying to log in, and then we log in, and there's 74 notices that she has to follow up on.
Do you not get a copy of this email?
No, no, it's not an email. It's basically what it is nowadays. It's like it's a digital board, and every one of the classes is list, like arts, phys ed, math, whatever.
Right.
And then there's messages in each, and it shows read or unread. And she had 74 unread messages. So I'm like, so you log in at school? She goes, yeah, well, I log in at school. I'm like, oh, well, why are all these messages here? Well, she didn't say we had to look at them.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah.
So anyway, apparently, well, now there's going to be. So she's been kind of getting away with a lot lately. Like her friend comes over every day or every other day, and then she has soccer practice and she has piano practice, and she's got all these things going on, all these fun things going on, and she's not doing the unfun things that need to be done. And then she's complaining she doesn't have enough time with us. It's like, well, your social calendar's more full than ours.
It's
You know,
the way with children.
yeah. So, but that was not so bad. That was, that's my kid. I could deal with it. We talked through it and all that sort of stuff. The thing that pissed me off today was my mom has been trying to get her 4K TV working for how long, Todd? I don't know, forever. So
Well,
Todd,
yeah. Yeah. She had a Fire Stick, and it was only 1080, which isn't bad. I mean, fine. But she's paying for a 4K service. So it was like, okay, well, if she's using Netflix or anything like that on her TV, it would be 4K. But she's accessing it all through the Fire Stick, and the Fire Stick isn't 4K. So got her a Fire Stick that was 4K, transferred her account over to that, but now because it's 4K, it's using way more data. So now the bottleneck is the data. She's not putting out enough bits, bytes, or whatever.
her internet's not fast enough.
Yeah, it's not fast enough. Like mine, God forbid, I want to download a game or something on my computer while we're watching TV. It hiccups and farts and everything else, and it's, you get the digital distortion, and it stops and starts, and it's like, because there's not enough. I don't have fiber out here. I only have, I think it's cable, and they had to run 2 cables to get, was it 5100 that they have?
Yeah.
So that's as fast as I've got. And lo and behold, guess what? I looked at my stick. It's not 4K. Or not the stick, but the box that I rent from the people that Mom did. It's not a 4K box. I looked at it. It's 1080. So it's like, so it's hiccup and farting now. And if I put the 4K one, forget it. I won't be able to watch anything. So I think Sean's been trying to get Shaw, I guess, her provider, to to bump it up.
So at 4:30, I'm like, I know it says they close at 6. So I hop online. I'd rather chat because I could do other shit. I don't want to hold the phone to my ear or put it on speaker and carry it around. Like, I'll take my laptop, it'll ding the minute I hear something, cleaning the kitchen, getting the kids food and whatever. And after being on, well, no, I got on at 4:15. So at 4:45, I had to leave. Well, at the same time, I was also multitasking, giving Spotify shit, but that's another story. But anyway, I was in a chat with someone at Spotify too, because they pull our episodes that feature our music. They pull those episodes. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway, so after half an hour in the chat room trying to get help, they say, "I'm sorry, you have to call in for this kind of thing. you can't upgrade your internet or do anything unless you call and talk to somebody. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So then I'm like, okay, well then I leave at 4:45. I drive Ellie to her piano or guitar lesson. And I'm like, oh, I get there at like just after 5. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call. She's having her lesson. For an hour later, like I get a hold of somebody right away, which is great, but they keep putting me on hold. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to check something, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. And then they come on, they ask a couple of questions, and they put me on hold for like 5, 10 minutes. Every time it was like 5 or 10 minute hold. And then they said, okay, so I said, my mom has slow internet. I want faster internet.
What does she have right now?
She has, so it's an old grandfathered plan. So there's 100 meg plan,
Right.
a 300,
Right.
500,
Yeah.
a 1,000 or 1 gig,
A gig.
a
Yeah.
1.5, and then a 3. She's at 100.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah,
she's at what I've got.
that's
So
Is that
she's
what you
at
got?
nice, yeah, which is slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't you can't pet your belly and tap your head at the same time with 100 meg download.
No.
No.
So I said, so we need to make it faster. My mom has what did I say, like a restricted income or whatever, static income.
Yeah.
So, you guys got to stay in budget, but she's been with you for like 20 years or whatever the hell it is. She's been with you forever. You got to make it worthwhile. You guys always have these promotions. You're always coming to my door. Like there's something you're going to be able to give my mom. Okay, okay, okay. So they said, okay, here's what we can do. We can upgrade her to 3 gig,
Nice.
and it's going to be $25 more a month than what she's paying. So I'm like, okay. I mean, if that was me, I'd probably just take it.
Yeah. That's actually pretty.
But I'm like,
probably-
but that's probably overkill. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but it's going to be $25. She's, got a restricted, income, static income. So what can you do for me? She has 3 different services with you. What can you do? So this hold was like, I can't remember what that it's up to, but another 10
Talk to the
minutes or
manager.
whatever. Yeah. Well, then I had a manager comes on. I have to say the whole thing to the manager again. And in the end, it's like, okay, well, okay, I understand. I can give you, we can get it to like originally what they said was ridiculous. So they were able to get it to $25 more a month. At that, I said, okay, well, this is for 3 gig. She's watching fucking TV. She's not. I said, my mother is not a gamer.
Yeah.
She's not streaming 5 devices at the same time. I think 3 gig is complete overkill.
Right.
What else can you offer me? And maybe we can get to what she's paying now. Let me check again. Check it. So it just keeps going on. And then she goes, okay, the best I can do is an extra $25 a month for 3 gig. I said, okay. Or I can keep everything the same and I'll drop her bill $17 before tax. I'm like, oh, well, that sounds good. But I can only hold it for a year. I'm like, okay. I'm like, everything the same, sure. So you lowered the bill just like I said, like I asked. And then she says, okay, let's set it up. And I'm like, hey, this is great. And she just
Hold
keeps reiterating the price.
Hold it.
But it's only going to hold it for 12 months. I'm like, you can't do better than that? Well, no, that's all I can do. I'm like, okay, fine. I said, I'll just renegotiate in 12 months. And if you don't give me what I asked for, then I'll just go to the competition. Because I know what I'm paying with the other company.
Yeah.
And I told them what I'm paying with the other company.
This was for the same service. You want to bump it up, but all you've done so far is just get it cheaper for the same speed. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it was. So I said, the whole reason I called was because Mom can't watch her 4K TV. And you're just going to give her just a random discount for what? for 12 months and you're going to hold it for 12 months and that's it. And then her price is going to go up. You're not going to replace the modem. You told me it's probably the modem. If the modem was changed, the access would probably be better.
It's a 4K modem, like downstairs, but on the TV it says Bell
Yeah.
4K right on the box. So I mean, it's not like
On the modem or on the cable box?
That's I'm assuming it's the cable
The
box. I don't know.
no, the cable,
Nowadays,
yes.
modems
The
and
cable
cables, I don't know if
box,
they're
the
all the
cable
same.
box is 4K. The modem is not.
Okay.
So
The
I
modem wouldn't have to be 4K. That's irrelevant. What you want is the baud speed to be up on the
Okay.
modem.
Well, they said they weren't going to replace it. It made it sound like it was too much of a hassle. So I said, okay, well, then I guess I'm going to phone your competition and see what I can get, and then I'll call you back if it's not better than what you're offering. But you've been with us for whatever it was, 17 years. You've been with us for, I
Yeah,
said,
that's what I've been
yeah,
trying to tell you, but you're not
that's
listening.
fine. I told you I need faster internet for the same price to be in the same ballpark. I'm not asking for the same price, but I mean, $25 more a month, like that's
How about $15 and
significant.
give me 2 gig? Like,
Yeah.
give me
Well,
some
that's I said.
options.
Well, just give me one. 1 gig's
1 gig.
good. I used
Oh,
to
1
run
gig.
1 gig all the time
Yeah,
How
1
much
gig
is 1 gig?
is
$30 more.
for running one TV in a house.
more than
That's
enough.
Yeah, more than enough. I said, why do we have to have like? He said, well, our promotion for 3 gig, for 2 gig, or 1.5 because they don't do two, is 1.5, and 3. It's all the same price. And I said, and we'll hold that price forever unless there's a price change. She says.
Yeah, forever.
She literally
Yeah,
said forever unless there's a price
that's
change.
like a lifetime membership. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when I call tech support, I'm always like the person that answers and how can I help you? And I'm always like, give me the escalation desk. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you haven't given me a chance. I said, look, you're just going to waste my time. I'm going to waste your time.
Yeah.
There's probably 100 other people in the queue you can talk to. Just give me the escalation desk.
And this was like from 4:30 to 6:30 that whole time. It's like that's already way too long. Like
Yeah.
and then I joked. I said, she goes, I can't hear you very clearly. I said, I'm driving in my car because the only time I can call you is when I'm in the middle of doing all the things that I have to do as an adult, as a parent. So like you're just gonna have to turn your phone up, I said. You know, I'm working, I'm multitasking because you guys don't have real hours.
Yeah, you're
You
at
know.
work. I'm off work, still working.
Yeah. So I said, well, I'm going to hang up here, but then I don't know what's going to happen if I call again. Am I going to get a completely different deal over the phone? Or are you going to hold it? Can you email me? Can you, what if I come back and I say I want this deal? And she's like, well, I really hope you stay with us. No, I don't give a shit if I stay with you or not. And I know you want me to stay with you because you're going to get in trouble if we don't stay with you. But you didn't. But I also don't think the customer service people are empowered.
Nope,
I
they got no power.
This is what you
Not
got.
anymore.
No.
And they've all been like they just laid off. Didn't Rogers lay off like 10,000 people or something? Something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Bell as well. Yeah, that's why I always
Yeah.
ask for the escalation desk.
Well,
Yeah.
Alex's wife works for Bell, or used to, for Shaw.
Alex. Which Alex?
Alex. Guitar Alex.
Radai? Oh, he's
Yeah.
not married anymore, so that doesn't help us.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Okay.
In the news.
In the news. Oh, okay. Well, scratch that one. Because
Yeah.
at one point I was going to talk to her to see if I could get a deal. This was back in the day, but
Yeah. Yeah, that I don't think that parting was very good.
did you try
So-
MTS?
Well, I was calling MTS for mom. So my next step is to call Shaw, who I'm with, or sorry, Rogers. I refuse to call it Rogers. It's still Shaw. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't know how it is out west, but in New Brunswick, Rogers was the best provider for TV and internet we had. It's not available here in PEI, but
What?
no,
Really?
there's no Rogers in PEI. There's Rogers
What?
Cellular, but there's no Rogers Internet,
Interesting.
which is very sad because we had Bell and Miramichi and we switched to Rogers and got 100 times the speed for half the
Yeah.
price.
Yeah, I noticed the difference. Like with Rogers or whatever, Shaw. It is way faster. I know people that have MTS that are literally blocks away from me, and their service, like we would game with them on Xbox, and their service would go down all the time. Mine goes down. If it goes down, it goes down for 5 minutes, and it's like once a year at most.
Yeah,
Wow.
we just got rid of our Bell service here in PEI. We switched to Eastlink, which is a company out of Nova Scotia, basically in the Maritimes.
Okay.
And the only complaint I have, the speed is about the same as Bell. The price is half of what we were paying with Bell. But the
Really?
only, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, oh, sorry, 161. We pay $161 a month for, it's just under a gig. I tested it. It comes up 980 some. They call it a gig, but it's not quite a gig.
Yeah, it's never quite that number.
No, and all the same channels we had for Bell. We were paying 300 for Bell. We pay 161 with Eastlink. The only,
Wow.
yeah, a month, yeah,
$300 a month
for Bell, yeah, that's what we were
for
paying.
TV?
Yeah.
What is that
TV and
TV?
internet. And TV and internet.
Wow.
Well, I shouldn't complain. I'm paying $100 for internet right now
Wow,
for
that's
for
cheap.
2 gig.
Everything's more expensive in the Maritimes.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
How
that's
knowledgeable are
bullshit.
you with that type of thing? Like, so do they run lines from New Brunswick underwater all the way to PEI?
There's
Is it all
cables
satellite?
underwater, and there's
Oh, really?
cables
Are they
in the
renting
bridge.
cables from someone else, or are they?
Oh, in the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge is hollow. The Confederation
Oh,
Bridge is
cool.
hollow.
Oh,
Nice.
so they just run all the cables through it, I guess.
All the cables are, all the fiber optic lines are through the bridge.
Can't handle the truth.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the only issue I have with Eastlink is where we are. We're just outside the city of Summerside. There's no backup power at the hubs. So each block of houses or whatever, however, is connected to a hub, and the hubs are connected to bigger hubs, and that's how the internet filters down to your house. So there's no backup generator. So when the power goes out, we lose internet. We have a generator here at the house, so our modem is live, but there's no signal coming to our modem because our hub that we're connected to has no backup power.
You
The
actually
only
have a
complaint I got-
generator. Is that a PEI thing to have a generator? Because you kind of have to.
I don't know if you have to. The house we bought already had the generator here when we bought the house in
Okay.
2019. It's nice. During the hurricane, when we got hit by Hurricane Fiona, back in 2022. Yeah, it's been 3 years. 2022, we were without power for 17 days.
Well, looking behind you, I see brick.
Jesus.
So obviously, it's not like the Three Piggies house. You got the brick house. So if the
Well,
tornado or
the
thing,
chimney.
huffs
You and Lionel
puffs,
Richie have the brick house.
Yeah. No, we went 17 days without electricity. So the generator ran 20 hours a day for 17 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you went and get
That's
gas,
insane.
did the gas pumps work? Did they generator?
The generator's propane, so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
we got we had at the time we had 2 tanks out back. We got 3 now. But Irving showed up twice in 17 days to fill up our tanks.
Wow.
Yeah. Fiona was quite the thing to go through. Never really been through a hurricane. It was and it wasn't even a hurricane anymore. It was a tropical depression when it hit PEI, but it was still packing winds of 160, 170 kilometers an hour.
Oh. Wow, Sean, that Macintosh thing behind you. What does that bring back memories? Filling pullers.
Filling pullers.
Yes.
Yeah. I love the Macintosh. We can't get them here, can we, Todd?
I haven't seen a Macintosh bar in forever.
Probably at the train. Was it that train?
The train, yeah, it's at like a refurbished
Forks?
train station that sells candy. I should go look because I love those things.
Place on Corden too. I think there's another place there that.
Yeah, well, it's the same place, but they got the 2 locations. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to freeze them and smash them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, push down on them with your teeth, and then your teeth are stuck together. God forbid you have a filling and try and really take it apart. And bonk, oh, wow, what's that?
Yeah. Why is my jaw hurting all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Brian.
Sure.
I'm just opening something here. I may play something I don't know, but are you familiar with the rap song called Shediac?
No, I've never heard it.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Didn't know there was a rap song about Shediac.
And is there only one? Maybe we should make one.
You know we should. Now that I'm actually learning how to use the studio more.
One for Butterschwall, one for Capelé, one for
Is that one the guy was
for...
singing? You know the Eric Clapton song "Cocaine."
Yes.
Instead of cocaine, he was saying "cocong."
That one I've seen. But I haven't heard the rap song about Shediac. No.
There you go.
Speaking of Shediac, before
Yes.
you play it, how was the visit back to Shediac after 30, 40 years?
God, it was. Sylvia liked it. She was like, "Oh, it's nice here." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this isn't Shediac anymore. It's like
No.
fucking Las Vegas or Niagara Falls now. That's all it really was.
Yeah,
I was kind of really fucking disappointed. But I understand, like, I don't know if Shediac would survive without the tourism.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
probably it would now. It's becoming a suburb of Greater Moncton now.
yeah, I guess that's true. And I don't remember. I remember Shediac, or like going to Moncton from Shediac. I remember it being a much further distance. It was like, wow, we're already there.
Yeah, because both communities have extended towards each other, so the drive between houses is shorter. It's
I
not
did
just
not
all
think of
trees.
that.
Oh yeah, because
did not-
it used to feel like it would take 20, 30 minutes, and now it's like 12 minutes and you're there. But that's just how much the communities have grown.
See, I gauged it from the Moncton Mall to our house. That was
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
the distance.
That was the game.
And that would never change, but it's just, yeah, if there's more houses going from there to Shediac on the way, then yeah, there's less just
You don't-
side trees. That's it.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're out of the city
Right.
anymore.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
it's just the continuation.
Yeah.
Did you
Big
go?
buildings, small houses, and then you're back in the buildings.
Yeah. Did you go to SAM?
Yes.
Yeah. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I drove
And-
by. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah. What was the first? Wait, SCM. That was
Saint Caudemari.
So-
Yeah.
Sacre
Yeah, so-
Calamari, yeah.
So
Or
that one's
Sacre Cow.
gone. It's gone. They put a new one up. It doesn't look anything like the original because the original was
Just a
old,
big,
brick, you know.
just an old brick square.
Because I'm
building.
like, is that the same building? But yeah, and I drove by there, and I drove by Central.
Central, that was the first one, right?
Yeah.
That was
the-
grades 1 to 3, right?
Right.
1 to
Is that what
3.
it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Yeah, 1 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole field where we used to have the field, remember looking at the building on the left was all the field. Now
Like
it's
Central. You mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So now it's EMS, like they've got, you know, the
Yeah, the big fire
truck
station is
and
there.
Fire station is there, and behind SAM there used to be trailers, all kinds of trailers, because there wasn't enough classrooms in that one building,
Yeah.
and that's all gone now. So it's
Yep.
like a huge parking lot. So when I
It's
went
just-
and looked, I went, "Holy crap!" And I remember
So-
one year when I was there. There was a building on the side, and there was a fire. And I remember the people coming out of the building in their house coats and slippers and stuff. And when I looked over,
Wow,
at the
I
building,
remember that.
I went, "Oh my God!" It brought me back. I was like, I remember that building. I remember that house, and the way the door was, and the shape and the color, and just, you know, it was kind of weird. And then École Boudreau. I don't know if you went to that one. I think there was only 2.
45.
Grade 4 there was all it was.
Yeah. So now it's some religious, or no. What was
It was, wait, what was it? It was something else. It was
Yeah, it's
Like
some
a science thing or something or other.
I don't know what it is now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all different. So when you go there now, it's like, oh my God, Yeah, it's like there was no Tim Hortons ever anywhere in Shediac.
Oh God, no.
There
There
was
was no fast food at all.
McDonald's, none of that stuff.
No,
No,
there
that's
was
why.
Fisherman's Paradise, the one that was next door, which I don't remember what it's called
Uh,
anymore. It's not there anymore, I don't think.
no, there was
That was Four Seasons
Four
Four
Seasons. Yes,
Seasons,
that's
yeah.
right.
back then. Yeah, that's gone.
That's
So now
gone.
it's
The Big
And
Chicken
then
is there though. What was
the
that?
big chicken is.
Yeah. Dixie
How was
Lee.
it called? Dixie
No,
Lee.
No.
was it Dixie Lee originally? Like
No,
going
no.
way back?
Dixie
No.
Lee, because that comes up in the Shediac, the Shediac song.
Well, Dixie Lee was
is in
the
Shediac.
only.
It's in Shediac.
Dixie
The other
Lee's in
one-
Shediac, yeah.
The other one, the chicken said poulet frit on it. On the
Poulet
side.
frit, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
free poulet.
wasn't that the original Dixie Lee place though? Way back when?
That's
Or
Like,
was Dixie Lee
the
always
original,
in
like the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
could be.
yeah. Well, I always
Like-
assumed so.
I can't remember where Dixie Lee was originally in the town. Was it where the Big Chicken is? Because the Big Chicken's been there for like 30 years.
There
Yeah.
was another chicken place, where it used to have. Oh my God, was it Claude's? It was like a Radio Shack.
Oh,
Oh yes,
You remember that one? As soon as you're walking towards the town, come from LJR, and then the very first building right after the post office
yeah.
back in the day. That's
back in the day.
that was Gallant's or something like
yeah,
that.
Gallant's Radio Shack. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Right after that, somewhere there was another chicken place on that side of the street. Because when I used to work at Co-op,
What the hell was that
there was
called?
a branch there.
Yeah, there was another chicken place too. Yeah.
I remember Ed ordering chicken from there. He ordered chicken from there.
Yeah,
I don't know, but probably a bunch of times. I don't know.
Pizza Light was my favorite pizza place.
Pizza Delight. Shediac Pizza was always
And it's still there.
my favorite. It's still
How,
there.
how did you do? Did you go there when you went there? Like, did you go have the Pizza Delight
You know
or
what?
Greco Donaire?
No, I didn't do that either.
I didn't do either one.
And when I was talking to Mom and I was talking to Patsy, my Aunt Patsy, and I was saying, yeah, I want to go to Deluxe. I want to go downtown. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't want to go there. It's not the same anymore.
I
It
know
doesn't-
that's yeah.
well,
Yeah.
then there's no point. Like, because I want to go from what I remember. If it tastes totally
Yeah.
different, then there's no point.
That's kind of disappointing. Like, I mean, Deluxe was always like a big deal to go to.
Oh yeah,
We-
Norm, Mike, and we would go there. We'd go to his place. We'd jam. We'd let jam rush till about 9 o'clock, and then we'd jump in his Chevette, and then we'd head out to Moncton. Go to McDonald's for the fries. We'd go to Burger King for the burgers, and then we'd just hang out in the parking lot and crank tunes and watch people go by. And of course, back then you wouldn't say shit if you had a mouthful. So you drive by, girls would be at this, on the side walking. You'd wave and honk. But that was it. You'd never stop. You'd never say anything because
No.
it was,
Especially if they came over to talk to you, you wouldn't know what to do.
yeah, it'd be like a dog chasing a car. I mean,
Yeah. No,
Well, I caught him. Now what?
back in the day, yeah.
no, that was a treat though, because like besides Dixie Lee, there was no fast food in Shediac. So if you wanted McDonald's, Burger King,
had to go to Moncton.
KFC, you had to beg your parents or a friend who had a car
Or Ed.
or Ed, yeah, to go to McDonald's. That was and
Do you
and
remember?
that
Like,
was a treat.
yeah, I can't remember this, Brian. Do you remember? We had a McDonald's in Moncton, right? And then the Burger King came after.
Burger King came after, yeah.
Because I remember we would go to Burger King. We'd always go to Burger, like when we go do a movie or whatever. We do Burger King first, like for dinner or something, and then go see the movie, or maybe afterwards. Like, I can't remember.
No, we always did it. We always did it first. Whenever, if we were going to like the early show, we would always, swing by and get Burger King or McDonald's.
Because it was a big deal. It's like they got a
It
fucking
was.
Burger King, right?
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Did we wear the crowns?
Oh, I don't remember.
I know my kids wear them now. Like there's this really special one by Polo Park. And it's kind of its own building, and it's got a really neat architecture and stuff. And the kids like, oh, we gotta go to Burger King. They just want to go inside that building because it's cool and wear the crowns and they wear it. And then Ellie wears it all fucking day after. Like we go there for like 11 o'clock. She's wearing it till like 7 o'clock at night. I'm like, I feel like saying it's not cool, but I'm like, I don't want to ever be the dad that says that's not cool,
Yeah.
but she wears it proudly.
Oh, there you go.
McDonald's used to have the aluminum ashtrays
The aluminum ashtrays.
with the big W stamp on them, or M stamp.
The W's.
I remember that.
The
I remember
W stamp.
that. And the little white coffee stir spoons that were used for fun after dark. Remember those?
Oh my God.
After dark.
Yeah. If you Google, it was about the perfect size for a snort of cocaine.
What the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on. I got to look this up.
Yeah,
This,
look it up.
this is
The
interesting.
McDonald's
It's like
coffee
quarter
spoon,
teaspoon or
whatever.
something.
It was just a tiny little spoon. And that's why they discontinued them.
Discontinued coffee stir spoons due to concerns over drug paraphernalia and safety.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ah!
That's why they
They
got rid of the
made
ashtrays.
McDonald's change what they did. Oh my God, that's fucking great.
Look how small
is
that
fucking
spoon
awesome.
is. It was, not that I've ever delved into the cocaine, but they say it was the perfect size for a shot of
Wow.
cocaine.
Wow.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a good
Okay,
place growing up. Growing up was there. It was good. And we went to. Do you remember that place? Say when you went to school and you wanted to go get candy, on the right hand side of the street when you went
In
down
Shediac?
halfway down. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a place where you could buy like the trash can candy or the
Oh,
bubble
yes.
gum or the.
where
what
the hell was
name
that
of
now?
place?
I have Leo's in my head, but I don't think it was called Leo.
Yeah,
Was
that
it like
that
a
one
drugstore?
place. No,
How was it?
No,
No,
it
it's
was
not.
like it was like a convenience store, but there was more candy than any, because I
Right.
remember there being magazines and other
And
things
it was
too, but
was Main Street, right, like right near the mall,
before the
whatever that
mall.
mall was called.
Before the mall.
Yep,
Yeah,
before the mall.
yeah.
I kind
Uh,
of remember that. Yeah.
if you were walking basically from the high school into town, yes, it was on the right hand side of the street.
You could get those little rocket things when they had those little paper caps, and you could tear the cap thing off, put it underneath this little rocket. You'd throw it in the air, and it would hit the ground. It goes pop, type of thing.
Yeah.
You could double them up, make it louder.
Do you remember, Ryan? There was that place in the mall that we would go to. It sold. It was like Spencer's Gifts or whatever nowadays. But back then they would have like all that kitschy stuff you'd see in the backs of comic books and stuff, like the X-ray goggles and stuff like that. And remember, they used to have like the knife. It was like a switchblade knife, and you would stab, but then the blade would go inside.
Yes. Was that in the mall in Shediac or the mall in Moncton?
In Shediac.
Shediac.
The hell was that store called?
There was one called the It Store,
Oh,
Oh,
but I think that was in
that was
Moncton.
Moncton. Yeah,
that was in
Yeah.
Moncton. Yeah. But it was like that sort of.
But it was like that. Yes, there was a store like that. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, you could get all those things you could order from the back of Archie Comics.
Yeah. All the stuff you can buy at a dollar store nowadays,
Yeah.
more or less.
You can get that at As Seen on TV in the Saint Vital Mall.
Yeah.
Of,
We have a place called As Seen on TV. Or
I've
wait,
seen the team. Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen those stores before.
But I bought handcuffs at this place that you were talking about in the mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't we buy handcuffs
Actual
when we
handcuffs.
used to play like War or GI Joe? Or we called it War,
Oh.
I think.
We called it War.
Yeah.
Yeah. We drive around LJR.
We probably did.
Cap guns. Or no, that was the Continental store.
No, we called
Where
it
we did the
freeze. We
grocery.
always had to say freeze. Didn't we just say like freeze? And whoever said
Yeah.
freeze first,
Oh.
like we didn't actually shoot people.
No, we just yelled freeze. we were woke before it was woke.
We were. We were woke.
Was it the Wares? What was the name of the grocery store?
The Wares?
Before Co-op.
before
Was it the
co-op.
Wares? You remember the Continental store?
No.
On Main Street on the left side. It was on the same side as the Co-op.
Yeah.
But it was
There
like
was-
Before or further out, I think. But right next to it, I think it was called the Wares or something like that. It used to be the groceries. That's where we used to get groceries before Co-op showed up. And I remember there was
because
a
Co-op
Yeah.
wasn't there originally.
an aisle that had
Vaguely.
toys. Like there was one aisle with toys, and they'd lose us. As soon as we hit the toy aisle,
Oh my God!
you'd be looking at all the stuff that
I-
can we get this? Can we get that?
I got vague memories. Yeah, of the grocery store before the co-op.
You just get the G.I. Joe things with the parachutes you throw in the air, the cap.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
the army men or
army
whatever.
men. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was that army man, the guy that was like this. falling on his legs. We had action figures that weren't very actiony
No, they didn't. They didn't have that kung
before
fu
GI
grip.
Joe. Yeah, before the GI Joe 3.5 inch or whatever.
They're all green.
They were all.
You know what? They just added GI Joe to Prime,
Did
the
they?
original cartoons. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I felt like watching them, but then, 'cause, I mean, we used to watch those at Richards, and it was like it was the
Yeah.
coolest fucking thing. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
I
the
I remember
animation was
when we
good.
got cable. I remember when
You
we got cable in Shediac, and we were able to watch all those cartoons Saturday
You-
morning.
you bastards! I was so mad.
Yeah.
You
no-
had the big satellite dish.
Well,
That was
you know
later
what?
on. When we were
You know
Yeah,
the
it was
story.
later on.
You know the story though. Do you know the story, Brian?
Of the satellite dish?
Yeah, why we got the satellite dish?
I don't think I know I heard the Montreal story with the HOA not wanting the satellite dish or whatever.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Dad had to take it down. They said it's unsightly.
Yes, I've heard that story, but I don't think I heard the original story as to why your dad
So-
decided to get the dish.
So the original story was in Shediac, you guys all had cable. They decided to finally bring cable to Shediac. It was in Moncton for years before
Years.
that, right?
Yeah.
And then Shediac finally got cable. And so Dad kind of waited a little bit. It's like, okay, he loved his NASCAR races, right? He's waiting and waiting. He's like, fuck, nothing's happening. So he calls, I don't remember who the cable company was called.
Oh, there was a million cable companies back in
Yeah.
the day.
But he called them and said, hey, you got cable in Shediac. I want cable over here. So what do we got to do? He goes, well, it'd be very costly. Like, we're not going to move, we're not going to move it to Lino Road or whatever. We can't do it. It's just too expensive. Da, 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 da. And Dad said, look, I'm willing to pay more per month or whatever you need. Like, he was willing to, break the bank, whatever it needs to get cable. He was like, sorry, spaghetti, we can't do it. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, look, I really need this. Like, I really want it. And they said no. So then Dad started pursuing all these options. We had an antenna on the top of our house, which didn't really do the job. And then he's like, fuck it. He paid to have a satellite dish installed, and they had to pour concrete. You remember that, Todd?
Yeah. It was
Pour
a huge
concrete.
dish. Back then,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to have a huge dish. The LNA.
I was going to say, I think we need to clarify because this is not like a Starlink satellite
no.
dish. This
No.
was what, 24 foot, probably 24
But they-
foot dish?
Like what they have in the desert. Like they have a whole lineup of them there. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they had to dig a trench all the way to the house. It was a big, I don't know how much money Dad spent. I'm figuring it was like 10 grand or something ridiculous like that. And back then, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Dad had no money. Like, we weren't very well off, that's for sure. So anyway, he goes through the whole rigmarole of getting the dish set up and everything, gets it set up. He's watching his NASCAR. He's fucking happy. We're watching the Playboy channel and all that stuff.
that's
when Mom and Dad are
that's
not.
after the preacher in the morning up till I think
Yeah, it was
9
on the
o'clock.
same. So you'd have
Was
to
it
move the
preacher
satellite.
online,
Yeah.
and then it was
Did you get like 3 or 4
F3.
channels per satellite? F3?
I think it was
You remember?
F3. Yeah.
But there was like the preacher channel and then the porn channel was all on the same satellite. But anyway, so
It was the same channel.
it was on the same. Yeah, it was on the
channel.
same.
The Playboy channel was
Yeah.
after a certain time. No, same
Yeah.
channel, not a different.
Oh, same
thing.
channel even. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so eventually the cable company in Shediac calls Dad up. They're like, "We understand you have a satellite dish. Yeah, we want to offer you a proposition. We will want to run a line to your satellite dish so we can offer better cable services in Shediac." Dad
In
goes,
Shediac. So that'd be running
goes-
lines all the way from home to the Shediac.
Dad goes, "Fuck you. I begged you. I begged you for cable, and you turned a blind eye, and I offered to pay anything you needed, blah, blah." He just went on and said, "No, fuck you. I'm not sharing fuck with you."
Yeah.
I remember
I can-
hearing him
I can-
going,
I can hear your dad saying this too.
"Oh, yeah."
I can hear him. Yeah.
He was like, he was a proud man, and he had to put his pride aside to beg for
You think
cable.
You think we rant?
Yeah.
He's the king.
Yeah.
where we got it from. Yeah.
So he told them to go fuck themselves. And I was like, I was like, oh, Dad's fucking swearing. Ooh, not good, not good. But I'm like, you know what? This is fucking justified. Power to you, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lino Road. Yeah.
Road,
That's
yeah.
a place that hasn't changed too much.
Not too much, no.
No, it
If you go
hasn't.
down-
Shediac
if you go-
hasn't expanded that way.
No.
It will eventually because they're running out of room going towards Moncton.
Well, the back, like Claude's, like our street, when you go up, do you remember Clovey? The first street to the left when you went up the road, up our street?
Yeah, when you came off the highway and you went onto our road, there was that first street you could go down like right away.
Oh, yes.
Well, no, by our house. You
Yeah.
go down our street and just before you hit ours, you hit a right, you go down there, and it was basically the pit. And that's
Oh,
where
the pit road,
RCs would
okay.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where we do all their target practicing. So when I went down there this summer, I figured I'm going to drive down there. So I drive, and I'm driving, and I'm driving. Wait a minute, where the hell is the pit? And I look over. Someone's got a house over here. Someone's got this huge house with a big garage and these industrial machines and stuff. I'm like, wow, this place is different. But yeah, so
That's how it happens, right?
Yeah.
You decide to build a house in the middle of nowheres, and 20 years later, your middle of nowheres is the smack dab part middle of the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you
Yeah.
bought all the land, but
But you don't think of that. You don't think what's going to happen in 20 years. You're like, no one's going to move out here with me.
yeah,
No. But there's a house in that orchard now. That's where Wayne had built.
right.
Wayne was in Wayne LeBlanc.
Wayne LeBlanc, yeah.
Yeah.
Our apple tree's still there. The August apple tree.
Yeah.
There used to be two. There's one. Because when I drove up, I went, oh, that's the August.
Wait,
apple.
out of all those trees that were there, are you
Mhm.
telling me there's only 2 trees left?
No, there was one tree that was. I think there was only 2 August apple trees. The other ones
Okay.
were all these big, huge. I don't know what kind of apples they were.
Apples, probably.
Yeah, it was mostly applesauce by the fall because everything no one would pick
Fell off the
those.
tree,
It
yeah.
just fall off the tree. And that used to be where I had my dirt bike. That's where I used to go, and I used to make like a track. So I started on one side of the fence, like on the other side is where all the cows were. So we had the side of the fence that we were on. I went up there, went up to Clovey's Road, went around the apple trees, and then came back. And that's where Gary and I used to. I got a recording here somewhere of I had a tape recorder on the bike, and we're racing, going up and down and pretending, oh, he turned 3, made a wipeout, and then I get on the bike and go over there and I'd interview him. It was pretty funny.
Do you remember Gary, Brian?
Gary.
So his dad owned Emery's Automotive on the other side of the 4-lane,
Yeah, I remember.
the auto body place or whatever.
The automotive place, yeah.
So Gary,
So that
Gary
was his son.
was one of his sons.
Yeah.
That's who he used to hang out with.
Can't place him. I probably met him.
Oh, I'm sure you met him at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he probably saw him
probably.
at school because I think he went to Algera, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, what did
Probably.
his older brother Dave? Did he go to LJR?
Or did they go
Dave
to the
was his
English
name, right?
singles?
Yeah.
Dave's the guy that had that stereo
Yeah.
that
Well, yeah.
had a volume that went all the way up to 100.
Well, but the volume knob was,
It was massive.
it was huge.
But he's the guy. He's the guy that introduced us to like Southern rock, like stuff like he introduced us to the ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner and Marshall Tucker Band, which is one of your favorites, Todd, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
like the stereo sounded so good. The
Yeah.
vinyl sounded so good.
He had a Cutlass. It said Sassafras on the back of it. It was like an
Sassafras.
aqua blue or aqua green color. But yeah, in the basement he had. I think he was a DJ too, wasn't he?
I don't know. I'd actually like to ask Gary that question because I don't know. I never knew Gary. I just remember. Or sorry, I don't remember David that well. I just remember he was cool as hell because he had this amazing record collection with music that we'd never heard before.
And his car.
I don't remember the car. Oh, shit. Now I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he had all the records, and they had this huge felt red thing that you'd put on the record to get rid of all the dust on it before you put
Yes.
the stylus on.
Oh
there.
my God.
I remember the felt cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my parents had one.
Oh man. Okay, we got to listen. We talked about this like 20 minutes ago. Let's listen to this
Okay, yeah,
rap.
let's hear this
Shediac.
rap song.
Okay, so I'm going to do a share screen here. I'll bring it over so you guys can see it. I think it's over here. Should be good. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
What are you seeing?
The McDonald's spoon.
McDonald's. Okay, we're on the right screen. All right. Wait, I should make sure it's maximized. Hang on. I want to make sure you can actually hear it as well. I'm just going to fix this. There we go. Share sound, optimize for video. All right. Hopefully, what's the best one here? I guess we'll go this one. So I have actually appropriated this song and used like sound bites out of this stupid thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because this is the sound bite. Here we go. Every time Todd says Shediac, that's what we have to talk about. I always have to bring it up. Wait, here we go. Here's Rap to Shediac. Hopefully this is the best version.
That's really old too.
Very old. Back to the beginning.
Shediac! Translation, excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Please excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, tap on that bitch. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, translation, excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Please excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, tabarnak, bitch. Hey man, passer la poutine avec la meilleure frite et la gravy de la monde. C'est pour lac. Quand je mets ma blonde, là j'ai enflé. Parce qu'on prend ma course que everyday. Beaucoup de filles, they all want me. C'est well, tabarnak dans ce beat. Oui, c'est la rap de Shediac. Oui, c'est la rap de Shediac. Oui, c'est la rap de Shediac. Oui, tabarnak, c'est la rap de Shediac. Oui, 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 tabarnak, c'est la rap de Shediac. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, mais c'est beaucoup bienvenu. Excusez-moi, translation, excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Please excuse me, thank you very much, you're welcome. Excuse me, tabarnak, bitch. Quand tout le monde me demandait pourquoi je rappe comme Dr. Dre, parce que j'ai d'apprendre à rap anglais. Moi, quand je rappe, j'apprends en français. C'est la Shediac. We said about the Shediac. We said about the Shediac. Come on, let's about the Shediac. Big shout outs. Capolet, beaucoup de filet. Shediac. Tracadie et la Dixie Lee. Poutine râpée. Cocaine. Batters. Put it in her ass first. Biatch.
Wow.
Can't believe I've never seen that. And that's old. That's 15 years old.
Oh my God. They were like a comedy group, apparently.
Are they still around? We should interview them.
Oh, dude, we should. I bet you we could get them. Wouldn't be that
do
hard.
a listening thing for the Rap of Shediac. And wow.
I was hoping we were going to see more Shediac and be like, that's not there anymore. That
Yep.
doesn't look like that anymore.
Yeah, Captain Dan's, where was that? That's in the little, that's probably where the big lobster is. The back
No,
part.
Captain Dan's is down on the wharf, Point de Chêne.
Oh,
That's where Mama would always go to eat over there. Because like one of her favorite places, she would order. Didn't she order seafood from there to bring back to Winnipeg or something from there? Was it Captain Dan's?
Moncton Fish Market usually where his dad used to buy.
Usually, yeah.
But when
Mom started ordering from there, I think.
Okay, because when we went down, I asked Mom, I says, where do you normally go? And it was on the wharf at the very end, just before that little lighthouse, where I think the lighthouse, there's bathrooms and stuff in there, but it's the one just beside it. We went there for lunch one day. Actually, it was, and when you buy lobster here, say Red Lobster or any place like that, it's cooked and it's hot. Forgetting, because it's been so long, I went there, they serve it cold. They don't serve it hot, which gives it a whole different texture, a whole different taste altogether. Because when it's colder, you can the nuances of the meat and the taste of the salt and everything is more pronounced. When you heat it up, it kind of loses something. So for me, it was like, okay, this is what I remember. But Donda was like, oh, I can't eat this. It's cold.
It is quite a bit different when it's cold, that's for sure.
Yeah, it'd be like drinking.
I'm not a lobster eater, but I don't think you can get warm lobster anywheres.
Well, the only place that we've ever really had it here was Red Lobster, which is basically, it's just a restaurant that's, it's lobster in the name, but it's nowhere.
Which is weird because do you remember, Todd, every time Uncle Dave would come to Winnipeg, he would go to Red Lobster. I'm like, you live in fucking New Brunswick and you're coming to Winnipeg to go to Red Lobster in the middle of the fucking country with no oceans on either side of you? And you're going to Red Lobster? Have lobster? You're from New Brunswick. I never understood that.
Danica came down from Nova Scotia.
Same thing?
So, same thing. She wanted to go to Red Lobster.
Why?
I said, you live in Nova Scotia. Why wouldn't you just get like real stuff, like fresh? Not this rubbery thing you could bounce off the floor. Like it's
I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense to me.
And when we moved here, I find out there's two different types of lobsters. There's rock lobster and there's maritime lobster. So the rock lobster, I think, was like a freshwater lobster. And the first time I had it, I was like, what is this? Because you were so used to having the maritime lobster, the stuff tasted like dirt. Like it had a weird, it was like totally different. It was like having, say beef versus, bison or deer. Like it was the same, but it wasn't. Like it didn't. It had different texture, different taste. Yeah.
I don't know, but that'd be the same as you say, Dave going up there wanting Red Lobster. It's the same as people when they go to like Mexicala Rosas and then they go to Mexico and they're like, well, this is not Mexican food.
Yeah, I want maritime food, but I want it to taste like, I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can text this guy. His channel is a whole bunch of fucking super heavy metal.
We went from rap to heavy metal.
Yeah. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of this guy.
Did some transitioning.
Am I able to contact this guy? Because this would be awesome. I'm going to try.
Just put a message in one of his newest videos. A comment.
13 years ago, 12 years ago. Is there
Oh,
anything recent?
It's probably
No,
married.
nothing recent.
Doesn't have time
I'm
for it.
gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
McDonald's house, it's called. Oh, here we
Google
go.
it.
The McDonald's house is a new web series based, well, not new anymore, based on the house where many musicians and colorful characters over the course of the last 15 years come to create and or entertain. It has become our goal to document these fantastic occurrences. Okay, so they're getting a bunch of people to their house, they're recording it. Interesting. Shediac the Shediac.
Rap the Shediac.
I never thought I'd hear a song where they say Tracadie, poulet frit.
It rhymes.
Dixie Lee.
Silly. Putin râpé. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I used to watch that video. I used to watch that video just to like remember what it was like to be back home, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, when you ask for poutine here and a poutine back home,
Oh, it's not the same.
poutine râpé, which is totally different than when you ask for poutine here. It's not poutine, it's poutine.
Team
Here's some curds and some
Poutine.
fries and
Yeah.
some
curds
gravy.
and fries. Yeah.
It's like, what is that? I never heard of that before. Because ours is just a big gray ball of
Mashed potatoes.
mashed
I
potatoes.
had some Claude's poutines brought in for Sylvie,
Okay.
and she's like, "This is bullshit." It was not impressed. I thought it was going to be like curds and stuff. Like, no.
No. That's funny because I was talking to somebody last week, I think, and I was like, I hadn't had poutine acadienne in I don't know how long because they're pretty hard to find here on PEI, even though there's a thriving Acadian culture and communities. It's just a dying
You have to know something.
talent. Yeah, it's a dying talent.
Yeah.
I
Or
saw
family.
lobster rolls being served everywhere. In
Yeah,
PEI when we were
$30
there.
for a roll.
Oh yeah,
This was in Halifax. It was like $35 for a lobster roll. Was that for how many? For one.
One.
I was like, holy crap. It's no bigger than a hot dog bun. $30? Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
So what else do we want to talk about?
I don't know. I was thinking what you might be asking, and then I was like, I remember meeting Richard. I have memories of meeting Richard, but I don't have memories of meeting you.
So like what do you mean? Like the first time you met Richard? Sort of
First
thing?
time I met Richard, we were playing on the street, and I remember
On your
Ed-
street.
on iPhone Street. And
Okay.
this would have probably been. It would have to be late 70s, early 80s,
So how old?
because I would have been
Like,
I would
Pre
have probably
grade
been
one?
That I'm not sure. I think I was because you know where my mom's house was,
Of course.
about four doors down from Richard.
Yep.
My mom's house when we moved was the last house on the street. There was no houses after that for years.
Okay.
So Ed, Irene, and Richard didn't move to the street till late 70s.
Wait. Oh, so you guys were there first.
Yeah, I was born in 72 and we moved there just before my second birthday, like February of 74.
So when did they move then?
I want to say it was like late 70s, early 80s.
Holy shit. So it would have been, I met him in grade 3. So grade 3, we would be 6, 7, 8 or 9 years old, I guess. Grade 3. That's when I met Richard. So I wasn't sure how long he'd been in Alphonse at that point.
So that would have been what? What year would have that been? Because I remember playing on the street and Ed pushing Richard down the street in his wheelchair. Because this was
Yeah.
pre Richard having electric wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And then Yeah, we just kind of hit it off, and we're friends ever since.
Now I'm trying to do the timeline. So
But
grade
that would have
three.
been, I would have
Wait,
been,
so his birthday was in September. So
yeah,
he would have turned 6 in grade 1. And I met
yeah,
him in grade 3, so 7, 6, 7, 8. So he would have been 8 years old.
8 or 9.
Yeah, when he was in grade 3.
Yeah,
And I met him at that time. So he was on Alphonse at that time.
yeah, yeah. Well, he would have been because he was going to schools in Shediac, right? But I don't know where they lived prior to that.
9. So that would be 1980.
Probably, and it was
Ish.
probably right
79,
around
80.
there. It was probably right around there where I met Richard.
Wow. I never knew this.
Did the Durapois live on the same street?
Yeah, they were our neighbors.
Okay, so
Yeah,
They
your
were
neighbors, yeah.
they were one house down, same side as us.
yeah,
So
because that's where we used to hang out
So-
with our little gang with Suzanne and
with Suzanne, yeah.
With
Yeah.
with the older sister, yeah. So
Yeah.
were they there at the same time, Brian, or?
they were built after you or before you?
The house was built at the same time. Like the first 8 houses. So the first, because my mom's house was the
On
fourth
your
or
side
fifth.
of the street or on both sides?
The only memories I have is of houses on both sides of the street. Those are my earliest memories of that street. But I clearly remember playing in the dirt as they were digging basements. We would all just play because
Wow.
back then they just used bulldozers, right? They didn't use excavators to make perfect holes. They just bulldozed the big hole, and we would play in the big piles of dirt. Because I remember
Wow.
playing in the big piles of dirt as they were building houses, heading up.
You go in the houses as they're being built, going on the stairs and stuff, but there's
Oh,
nothing, no floors.
We probably did. We probably did. But yeah, that would have been like 79, 80 that I met Richard. So probably about the same time you did.
Yeah.
But I have,
Yeah, because I know you met him before I did for sure.
yeah,
Because were you? And I'm trying
it
to
was
remember that.
summertime.
What was the paper that there was the picture of Richard in the golf cart?
Oh,
You were in that picture, right?
yeah, hang on a sec. I got that picture upstairs.
No, you don't.
I do.
Holy shitballs!
I have that picture. Ed gave me that picture. Like
That's it.
like I don't know how many years ago.
He's
I was
got
gonna
good
say,
range on that thing.
I was going to say, I hope your headphones are wireless. I was just waiting for him to go, "Whoop."
No, they're wireless. I don't know how far the range works, so.
Well, it's
Yeah.
still working.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just above the computer. My office is under the kitchen.
Goes to the bathroom, forgets he's got the headphones.
haven't done that yet.
Oh, and now there's this anticipation for this picture. Do you remember that picture, Todd? I don't remember what paper it was. It was like the Shediac paper or something.
No, it was the
Was it
what
Times and
eventually became the
Transcripts?
Times and Transcript.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this now.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's Vienno is there.
This is
Who's
obviously
that on-
Richard.
Yeah.
This was Charles. This is
Oh
me.
my God. Yeah.
Serge Vienno.
Serge Vienno, and then
Marc Sirois.
Oh
My-
my God.
Oh,
Maximo.
Jesus
Did he live on your
Christ.
street too?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, because he had an RM100 and I had an XR80 and we used to hang
Yes.
together. And he used to work
And
at
this
the
was
co-op.
this little guy here was Charles Leblanc. His sister was Guylaine.
Oh, Guylaine. Okay, so
Yeah.
from up the street, further
Up
down.
the street, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I had a big crush on her back then.
Yeah, Ed gave this to me. Jesus. I was here in PEI, so sometime in the last 6 years.
Wow.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what year do you think that was?
That was
So I'm trying to remember if I knew Richard when he had the golf cart before or after, because that would have been around the same time, right?
that would have
Like
probably
that's
been
the original
mid
one, right?
80s.
I
Like
thought
the
it was-
original design.
That's the original one, yeah. That's the original one because it doesn't have the electronic steering.
Yeah, I remember the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
You had like
This-
a
this-
canopy or something on it.
No, we had the roll bars. Always had the roll bars because
Yeah.
Ed and Irene were scared we were going to flip it, which we almost did a few times. And this one has the chain driven. I don't know how well you
Chain
can
driven,
see
yeah.
the
You see it
chain
on
driven. Yeah, you can see the little chain right there,
Oh yeah.
and the
Okay.
steering wheel.
Oh,
But you had
Yeah.
you had to help Richard steer.
Yeah. He
'Cause
had a
he
little
did-
bit
he-
more strength back then, but he still
Yeah, he had a
needed
little
help.
more, but he still needed help. And then Ed changed it to like a flight stick. So you just had to push forward and pull back to turn it.
Yeah.
And that still wasn't working well. And then he went to electronic steering based off of I think he tore apart one of Richard's old wheelchairs and took the components.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was freaking genius, man. Like the stuff this guy built. Like they're ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely like
You did with what you had. That was like us on the
Yeah.
farm. If you needed to make something, here's some
Just
bag,
fucking make
here's
it.
some bolt
Yeah.
and things,
He-
and go have at her.
Remember he used to take us to the war surplus store all the time?
Oh hell yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Combat pants and combat boots and
He used to buy all his electronics and parts and stuff at the war surplus store.
Do you remember there was one time, like, we got really big into that show V?
Oh yes.
We used to make our own like guns out of Lego, and then we would
We
use the
made-
black electrical tape around it.
He
And
used to
then
steal it out
remember
of his
truck.
power commission truck. And then
he'd
he'd go to work
and he had no fucking black electrical tape for work. He'd have to, you kids,
yeah.
kids.
Oh yeah, we went through tons of stuff.
Oh my god. He was oh man, he was so good to us. You know, he should have been pissed off all the fucking time for all the shenanigans we pulled.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we pulled a lot of shenanigans. Especially
Oh,
with
my
that
God.
golf cart.
Yeah.
We went everywhere in that thing. And that's
You remember-
nothing. There's Richard and 4 kids in this golf cart, but we had it up to like Richard and like 8. So there was
Oh,
like
yeah.
9 of us
Easily,
on the
yeah.
golf cart.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the time that the police came by? Because I guess we'd been like doing like donuts and shit in the cemetery.
You'll have to be a
Golf
little more
cart.
specific because there
In the
was a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It's
used
a
to
few We used to play
used to go
war in
through-
the cemetery.
we used to go
we
through
used
the
to go-
cemetery all the time.
Oh yeah, but then I guess I don't know what the hell we had done specifically, but the police came by. I guess they questioned, like somebody reported us or something, and they said, "Oh, it was a golf cart," and they're like, I think the police were like,
Oh yeah. Well,
"Was
Richard
there
was like
was there a kid with black hair driving?" And like the police knew exactly who it was right away.
oh yeah, Richard was like a little bit of a celebrity in the town.
Oh yeah,
Everybody knew him. Everybody knew us because of Richard. Like we couldn't get away with anything because I remember my mom one time yelling at me for something, and come to find out was somebody recognized me because I was Richard's friend.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like being like the police chief's kid.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Everybody knew who you were. You couldn't get away with shit.
Nope.
Hey,
But then
wait a minute. I got a call. One shit. Maybe that was you guys.
what?
Because I had my dirt bike and I would drive in the back of LJR and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
And in the back there, like in the cemetery, when they were done with all the flowers and stuff, they'd dump it in the back area or something. And
Way
Yeah.
in the backfield.
yeah,
Yeah.
I used to tie them to the back of the bike and they'd bounce around and whatever. But one time, someone had called and they talked to Mom, and I don't know if they said, "Is your son there?" or specifically my name, and I can't remember. But as soon as I got on the phone, they just tore a strip off me. I don't want you ever to come over, do that over here, or do that here again, or do stuff. And I was like, I didn't know who this person was and what the hell they were talking about. They were probably talking about you guys.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Oh, yeah, more than likely.
After all this time, I was all stressed out. The
But
whole time you guys were doing
I think
donuts.
we also got like a free pass too. Like it's like,
We did.
fuck,
We
it's
got
that guy. Like,
we got a lot
oh,
of
it's
free
fucking
passes.
Richard again. It's
Yeah.
Richard again. Yeah, like
It's Richard again. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah.
dealt a bad hand. I guess we'll just shake her finger a little bit, and that
Don't do that
But
again. And we
but I
were out there
mean,
the next night.
yeah. But there was like going to the theaters and stuff. It's like, oh, I remember it like a couple times. Like, well, he's in a wheelchair, and I'm like, we can't wait because remember it was rush seating back then, right? To go to a
Yes.
movie, and he'd be like, well, we have, he would have to go in before everyone else because we'd have to lift the chair up the stairs and all this sort of stuff. We would always get into movies first and pick our own seats, and there was some advantages, which I'll be honest, like Richard and us, we totally took advantage of every time.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We use that as a get out of free jail card all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's like, like I don't know, he
Well,
got
you're
dealt
with him. What do you do? Sit in the back and leave him in the front one?
well, yeah. But I mean, we would lift like Ed would like grab the back or we grab the front or whatever. We'd have to carry him down these stairs because nothing was wheelchair accessible anywhere.
No.
I don't think.
No.
Not that I can remember anyway.
No.
So it was always a hassle, but Richard wasn't going to not go to some place.
Yeah. No. We went everywhere. We did everything.
Yeah. Like we found ways around stuff he couldn't do. We just found ways around it. We were playing freaking war like around LJR. It's like there's no way he could have done any of that shit, but we found a way to make it work. He had didn't he have the lights? I'm trying to remember like on the
Yeah,
red
there
bar.
was this
He
is
had like
this
the
is
lights on the top,
this
right?
is this
Was there
picture
lights on
here
there?
is no, there's no lights. There's no lights on the top, but eventually Ed put
Yeah,
lights
he
on the
did.
top and a couple more lights on the front, and
On the front, yeah.
that was pre-LED light bars. Can you imagine what we'd be like with LED light
Right.
bars? We'd never come home.
Wow.
We usually went home because it was too dark. We couldn't see shit.
Yeah. And then we had the lights, and then we would stay a little bit later. The funny thing, I don't know, I don't know what your mom was like, but I remember my mom was always like, well, you're with Richard, it's fine.
Oh yes.
She always said that. It's like, it didn't matter what we were doing. Well, you're with him, it's fine.
Well,
Like,
you were the
like,
second son.
Yeah.
I broke her in before she got to
Yeah.
you.
But
Like
I think,
work for me.
like, I was never home. Like, Brian, like, how often
No,
did you
no.
home?
No, I would spend days there, and I only lived
Yeah.
4 doors down.
Yeah. We had sleepovers and stuff, and remember we would play like Marvel superheroes role playing game. We play for like
Yes.
all fucking weekend long. We
Yeah.
go, okay, we got a book. We could play the whole book over the weekend. We would play from Friday, as soon as school was out, all the way to fucking Sunday. And I remember, going back at lunchtime and playing television and being late for school to go back. And I always played because sometimes they wouldn't put you in a class with your friends, right? Purposely, like on purpose, like, oh fuck, we can't put those two kids together. But I
Yeah.
was like, I'm Richard's helper. I'm sorry, I'm Richard's helper. I always played that card. So Richard and I were in every class together. Well, who's gonna help him? Like we always played that card, so we get to hang out. You were a grade apart. I felt
Yeah, I was a
bad.
grade behind.
Yeah, but like I mean, we had every class together, and the leeway we were given was donkulous. I mean, we both had good grades. Like I remember, I had good grades. I'm sure Richard had good grades. He was
Oh yeah, Richard
definitely
had
very
good
smart.
grades. Oh yes.
So it's like, well, they're not a problem. So it's like, fine, we'll just let it be. But I don't know.
Wow.
I was geez, this was about a year ago. I was talking to Ed about that trip to Halifax where the van broke down. Uh,
Oh yeah.
that was one trip for the memory book.
And do you remember he was like as long as the Volkswagen was running, it was fine. But the minute he turned it off, it wouldn't restart. It would
Yeah.
start over, I think, right?
That
So
old
he was
Volkswagen.
trying to fill up the gas tank without turning the vehicle off. He was trying to
Oh.
convince the guy
I turn it
Well,
off.
like if I turn it off, it's not going to restart. It's not going to start again. Like you gotta. So I don't know if I can't remember if you convinced the guy to let him like fill it up while the vehicle was running or not. I don't
Oh,
know why he couldn't have just boosted it or not. I don't understand why
I
that
don't
wasn't an
remember
option, but
what the problem was. I remember we had to leave the van in Halifax. We came home in that rental van.
oh
Car,
shit. Oh
we
my
came home.
God.
It was a cargo van. We were just like standing in the back for the whole drive from Halifax to Shediac.
How the fuck did we secure his chair?
We didn't. There
We
was no.
didn't.
None of us were secured. We were
I
just in the
think
back
didn't
of a
we just
cargo
kind
van.
of jam it in between the two front seats as best as we could, put the brakes on, and we were probably standing behind it to support it.
Yeah, probably. I remember just bouncing around in the back of a cargo van on the way home.
Wow.
All I remember is we bought so many, like, I was so excited for the comic book shop in Halifax. I'm like, oh, we went there and I bought all this and I bought that. And
Yeah. You remember the name of the comic book store?
no,
It was Wilkie's.
Will, oh my God.
Wilkie's Wonderful World of Comics.
Yes. Is this still there?
I don't know. You'd have to Google it.
Fuck, I gotta look at it now. Oh man, that place was like a treasure trove for me when I was
It
a kid.
was.
Wonderful
go-
World,
We go like once a month, wouldn't we?
probably. Oh, I see a Facebook page. No way. Is this still there? It's in Lunenburg. He
It was
passed
on.
away in 2024. Wilkie did.
Oh,
Ian
it was
Douglas
on.
Wilkie.
I remember it being on Roby Street.
Oh man. Just before he died, he posted a lot of stuff. Oh man, that was like, I don't know. That was like the coolest, man. Because in Shediac, there was no comic book stores.
There was none in
Remember
Moncton either.
no?
That's why we were. That's why we were going to Halifax.
I
Yeah.
thought there was one in Moncton later on because I remember we used to go there to get the Richie Rich comics and
No,
stuff
there was
there.
no. There was like bookstores where you could get
Yeah.
like the
Some
big
stuff.
comics.
Like there might be a
was like,
spinner rack or something.
yeah,
Oh,
there was a
okay.
spinner rack, but there was no comic book store.
We used to go to Sobeys because Sobeys used to carry like I can remember like 12 titles. It was like, oh my God, they carry 12 titles.
Richie Comics and Richie Rich and
Because you could always get those everywhere, like those Richie Rich and
Yeah, that you
Casper
could.
or whatever. But
But
like the stuff we were trying to get was like freaking impossible.
and then we would get the I don't know what they were called. They would like hold comic books for you when they would come in, and we'd get there
Oh.
and there'd be a stack of comic books for us because we'd only go once a month.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember that very well. We
I
used to
remember
get
that.
comics
I remember
put
that,
aside, eh?
Yeah, you used to be able to say, "Oh, which comics books do you want?" And we would say, "Oh, this, and this." And when they would be published, they would put it in the stack, and then we'd show up like a couple of weeks later. And
I remember we shared like comic books, like I would buy or you would buy or Richard would buy, and then we'd like kind of like, okay, well, you buy these ones and I'll buy these ones. And we used to do the same thing with albums too, like with the Kiss records or whatever. Like we had Vincent on the show a few weeks ago
for the Ace, yeah,
for the Ace thing, and he was like, it's like, oh, Richard always had all the Kiss albums, you know. It was like we used to share stuff, like so we could, I don't know, those people don't do that nowadays. Like, oh, it's everything's on streaming or whatever. It's like, but back then you had to conserve your money. It's like, I'm gonna buy this comic, or I'm gonna buy this record, or I'm gonna buy this. You know, it's a different time now. It's everything. You can get anything you want at any time,
instantly.
instantly.
Or
But there
two-day
was something
shipping.
about collecting. Like, do you remember going to like Sam the Record Man? Like when
Sam
there
the
was
Record Man, yeah.
new Kiss album coming out, or Frehley's Comet or something.
That's where I bought the solo albums because I had the Kiss solo albums. I had all four.
Oh, you're the one that had them on record.
I had two on record, two on cassette.
So which two?
Oh, Jesus.
Did you buy Ace and Gene?
No, I think I had Paul and Gene on LP.
Okay.
I think. But I remember the cassettes I had were the European release.
Of the solo albums?
Yeah.
Were they different?
there was, I think the order of the songs were different,
Sure, yeah.
and I think there was like a couple of substitutions.
Oh
Like a couple of
yeah.
songs were there, and on the
Couple were
North
not or
American
whatever.
release, they weren't there. Because I remember the guy at Sound Record Man saying, "Oh yeah, I don't know how we got these, but these are the European version, not the North American version."
It's like $2 more or something.
No, I think it was the same price, but I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Oh man. I remember I because after I moved because I moved away in when do we 86?
87.
87.
Because right after I graduated the second time, that's when we moved.
Yeah. And I remember because all of a sudden I moved away. It's like, well, shit, like we can't share the purchases, right? Because they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy the new Kiss album, or I'm gonna buy the new Ace Frehley, or I'm gonna buy the new. I remember Richard had "Stay Hungry" by Twisted Sister or whatever, and I had Prince 1984. Like we always made like substitutions. Like I'll buy this, you buy that, and I think Vincent and Serge were probably in on that too. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
probably.
But when I moved to Winnipeg, it's like, fuck, I gotta buy everything by myself now. Like that whole there was that whole thing about collecting. Oh, we all collected together and it was
Nobody to trade
cool.
with.
Yeah. 'Cause we used to buy comic books and like, okay, here's my stack.
I'm
You
done
know,
reading all my
trade.
stack. You want to trade?
Yeah, we did that all the time, and that's how we did things back then. Like that's how you stretch your allowance or whatever. And then
Yeah.
we'd all get to Richards and bring all our GI Joe together, and then say GI Joe, like we have these big mass scenes, like half on his bed and on the floor or whatever,
Yeah. Because we did that, didn't we?
all the time.
Yeah, we set up. Well, his room alone was like our own little house because he
Oh, it's
had like
huge.
it was like a quadruple bedroom.
Yeah. Do you remember that game we used to set up on his table? He had this big round table, like oval-ish table
Yeah,
or
he had this
whatever,
ovalish table in the room.
and we
Yeah.
used to play the thing with the checkers.
Checkers.
We used to I think we used to put tape on the table, and you'd have like, so the idea one person would be black, one would be red, and then you had your finger on your red if you're red, and you'd have to slide it across the table and knock the other person's checkers off the table. Do you remember that game we used to play? It was a game Richard
Ah.
invented.
Oh, this
It was
wasn't
the
the
whole
one where like that long board and they get that
no.
little plastic
It,
thing.
it, it was similar to that general idea, but the idea was that you had your checkers and all the checkers were on the table, and it was probably more than just the regular, and you had to knock everyone else's checkers off the table, their color
I
off the
don't.
table.
I can't say I remember
I
that.
remember we had well, freaking Ed's black electrical tape on the table to kind of make the, and if you had to knock, I think you had to knock it between like the two goalposts or whatever. If you didn't, it didn't count. You got points for everyone you knocked off. I don't know how the fuck you came up with this game, but we used to play it all the time when we were playing in television. Because I think at some point Irene will go, "Are you guys playing too much of that?" So then we would play this freaking checkers game.
Yeah, and television. Ooh, that's going
Yeah,
back too.
I bought an Intellivision disc for Xbox. It's got a bunch of Intellivision games on there, skiing and all those. I play that as like that's. I just think back of those times. That's freaking great.
Yeah, the
That
Commodore
rad road.
64 with the tape deck.
Yeah, we had Richard had a, was it a Commodore 64?
Probably it was probably a 64 or a Tandy Coco 2.
Yeah, oh the Tandy. Oh yeah. And then you had that cassette player, you'd record all your data on the cassette or whatever.
Yeah,
Load the game.
Before there was a 3.5 floppy or
yeah,
whatever.
a floppy disk. Yeah, before the floppy
Man,
disk. Yeah,
oh, that was awesome.
yeah.
8 floppy disks for one game.
Yeah.
8. Jesus, I can remember installing Windows with like
Oh, yeah.
40 of the little hard floppy disk.
Yeah, the 3.5s.
Is that
Yeah,
what
Is that what they were? 3.5s.
3.5s, and then there was 5.25 for the
Yeah,
big
which
ones.
the floppies, the actual
Yeah.
floppies.
Yeah, that's right. 5.25 and 3.5.
Do you remember we had that
Wow.
game Quest Probe?
Quest Probe.
It was like a Marvel game. It's like, what do you do? It was just like, it was like a picture. It was like the Hulk or whatever. And then you had to like type your decision in. I bite my tongue. Oh, you bite your
Oh,
tongue. You turn into the
oh
Hulk
yes,
or whatever.
yes.
Okay, now what do you do? I go left. Oh, you die. Oh, okay. Go back. I go right. You go
golf
through
or-
the door.
I remember that. Yes,
Oh my God.
that was yeah.
I was so excited when Richard got that.
The door's locked. Now what do you do?
I remember those games. I used to play one on. I think we had a Coco 2, and it was like Dungeon Lair. Or, anyways, you always had to have a torch, and if the torch went out,
Shadowgate.
you were
Shadowgate.
I remember that one.
Shadowgate.
Yeah.
Might have
Maybe
been.
I can't remember you'd be walking down these corridors and you'd be like attack left, attack left, attack left, attack left.
Yes. You had to have the torch all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you put the torch on your backpack so your hands were free.
Shadowgate. I think it was
Was it
Shadowgate.
Shadowgate?
Well,
I
what
can't
the
remember.
hell system was that on though?
Oh, it was either like a Commodore 64 or a Tandy Coco 2.
I found it here. A 1987 video game, point and click adventure game developed by blah blah blah.
No, it couldn't be that because it wasn't point and click. This was keyboard text only. So it must have been
Oh
before.
no, this is right though. No, it says. Here, I'll share my screen, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think this is right.
If there's a screenshot, I'll know it right from because it's burned in my memory.
Does look familiar? I can see.
No, that looks
This
like
might
its
be the original.
that looks like its predecessor.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember it being in color.
Yeah, I remember it being in color too. This is probably the second version.
8-bit or whatever it was.
Shadowgate on Steam. On Steam? Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think that looks the same.
Oh,
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a adventure.
Imagine. Kind of looks similar-ish.
I found it. It was the Dungeons of Daggerath.
Oh my God, that's a D&D thing. That's a D&D thing, Daggerath. Oh wow.
There's actually a little YouTube video.
Dungeons of Daggerath. All right, we've probably lost our audience at this point. I'm actually going to stop recording. Oh no, yes. This one, yes. Okay, I see it now.
Dungeons of Daggerath.
All right, well, we're going to sign off. We're going to keep talking, but we're going to stop recording. We're
Yeah,
delving
we've
into
jumped
other
all over the
territories.
place, aren't we?
So thanks for coming on, Brian.
No problem. Have to do it again.
Oh yeah, for
Be a
sure.
little more
Organized.
topic central, organized. Yes.
Yes.